Hi everybody, it's Cathy, and today we are on video 3 of Yoga Foundation Basics, and today we're going to work a little bit more on the mat as well as with spinal rotation. So spinal rotation, obviously really good for flexibility in your spine, lubricating the vertebrae, and it's a nice way to wring out and massage the internal organs. So let's get started in sitting. Have your couple blocks for this class. You may or may not need them, but it's always nice to have them close by. So come on into sitting, and let's find those sit bones. Now in sitting, you want to think of your sit bones as little feet on the floor. So grab your butt cheeks and pull them away from your sit bones. Grab those upper thighs and roll them out. And then get that feeling of being really secure on the floor. One foot resting in front of the other. Hands on your knees, and let's just close the eyes for a moment and take our awareness to our breathing and this moment, and just allowing the mind to calm down. If you find sitting really difficult in this position, then you can hoist yourself up onto a couple blocks or a pillow, or you can even straighten out one or both legs if needed. And just allow your face to soften. Start to listen to the sound of your breath. It's soft. You might allow the ribcage to expand gently as you inhale and gently contract as you exhale. Shoulders soft, face soft. And as you're just breathing here, take your awareness back down to your sits bones and really feel them anchored and rooted into your mat. Feel that spine lengthen tall above the sit bones, and feel the shoulders slide back and down so they're wide across the back of your rib cage. Now can you create a little more length in the back of the neck by gently, very gently, tucking the chin to the chest. It's a subtle, very small movement. So your chin is now parallel to the floor, reaching the crown of your head to the sky. Now just notice anywhere in your body you might feel some gripping. If you find sitting difficult, this could be your hip flexors, this could be your low back, maybe knees, ankles. And try to just use that exhalation to release that holding. And let your eyes float open. If you need to, give your legs a shake. Today we're going to start with some Kapalabhati. So it's a breathing exercise some of you have maybe done. It's a sharp exhalation through the nose, and you draw the belly in as you exhale. The inhale comes very naturally because as you inhale, the belly relaxes out, and that automatically pulls the oxygen into your lungs without actually having to physically breathe in. So it looks like this. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating a strong exhalation out of my nose, and then my belly is naturally relaxing back out, which again draws the air into the lungs. So there's no need to inhale. There's one inhale to start with, and then the rest is just pumping and snapping of the belly. So let's start, and we'll do 2 rounds of this. Sitting nice and tall above those sit bones, shoulders back and down. Close your eyes if you like, or watch me. And you can also use your hand on your stomach if that helps, just to get that feeling of the belly moving. So let's just start with a nice deep breath in. And let all that air out. And a small inhale. And begin. Keep going. Now you want to feel that belly really drawing in each exhale. You can go faster if you like. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fill the lungs up. Exhale and just collapse the spine forward. Drop your head down, round those shoulders. Squeeze all the air out of the lungs. Take a small breath in, about a half a breath. Inhale, come back to sitting. I want you to just hold that breath. You're nice and tall, you're holding the breath. Exhale. We're going to do one more round, so about a half a breath in. And begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, collapse forward. And then a big breath in at the bottom. And roll it up. Exhaling on the way up this time. At the top, take a small breath in. Hold. Get tall. Gentle tucking of your chin to your chest. So the neck lengthens. Hold that breath. And then release the chin slightly and release the oxygen from your lungs. Nice work, guys. If you need to, give your legs a shake. It's always nice to switch up the feet. So if your right foot was in first, then bring your left foot in. Might feel kind of awkward, but it's always good to change up that position. Nice. Find your sits bones. Interlock your fingers, turn your palms forward. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Push the hands up, lengthen through both sides of the body. Very nice. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. So cactus arms, we call these. Fingers spread. We're going to twist to the left. Inhale. Twist to the right. Exhale. We're going to start slow. So inhaling, exhaling. Left inhale, right exhale. Let's keep going. Keep going here, guys. Now make sure your sits bones stay very, very rooted. Keep that breath nice and deep. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feel that twisting at the waistline. Let your head follow the direction of your twist. Nice, we're going to do this a little bit faster. Speed it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, take your fingers to reach the mat beside you. Inhale, raise that right arm up. Exhale, just come over to the left and stretch out that right side. Inhale, come back to center. Let the right fingertips come to your mat. Breathe in as you raise that left arm up. Drop the left shoulder down. Keep the sits bones rooted and gently fold over to your right to get a nice side stretch. Inhale, center. and exhale, release. Very nice, guys. Give your legs a little shake. Let's come on to hands and knees. So have your blocks just up at the top of your mat here. Let's come on to an extended child's pose. So let's get our hands nice and rooted onto the mat as we did in our first Yoga Foundations Basics. Look at your fingers here. Anchor through the index finger, thumb mound, baby finger, and outer edge of your palms. And then really dig into those fingertips with the fingers spread. Wrap the upper arm bones in. Now if you can here, walk your fingers further forward. And as you do that, start to let your head relax down. Your forehead does not need to reach the floor. I want you to think more of your hands, your fingertips, rolling the upper arm bones in as you send the tailbone back. Find that length through the sides body. Draw the belly in. Let's come up onto your palms now. Tuck your toes under, moving into our down dog, our first down dog. And just spread out your toes here. Nice little bend in your knees. When you look back at your feet, you cannot see your heels. They're directly behind your feet, and they're in line with your second toe. If you look at your knees, they're not buckling in. They're right in line with your heels. They're in line with your hips. Wrap those upper arm bones in, and then start to straighten out your legs here. Sending the upper leg bones back. Tailbone to the sky. Check your hands. Make sure you feel that through the index finger mounds. Breathe. Take a few breaths and just feel your first down dog. Exhale. Bend your knees. Look to the top of your mat and just walk yourself forward. Feet hip distance apart. Remember, you can take 2 fists between your feet to find that position. Spread out your toes. Use your fingers here if you need to, since they're already down here. Use your blocks if you like. Halfway up, take a breath in. Fingertips onto the block or onto the floor. Root into your feet, guys. Exhale, fold forward. Shoulders are away from your ears. Breathe in. Reach your arms forward and up. Dig into your feet. Lengthen. Exhale, arms down and by your sides. Close your eyes for a moment. Tadasana, standing pose. So let's go through all those foundations that we worked on in the first class. Find your feet on the floor. And then just before you start to sort of figure out where you want your weight to be, I want you to just move a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left. And now start to feel your feet as you move right and left. And then start to move that into the toes and back into your heels and into your toes and into your heels. Nice. And then just make circles in both directions on your feet. You might notice when you move back into your heels, you have to use your abdominal muscles more so that you don't fall back and want to take a step back. So just sort of notice when the weight changes on your feet, how your balance feels. And then find your center on equal weight on the toes, and then equal weight on the heels. Imagine you have that little thumbtack under your arches. Softness in the knees without bending them too much. They're just not locked out here. And then start to feel your shoulders stacking above your hips. Open your eyes. Ears are above your shoulders. Let's reach the arms forward and up. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, fold forward. Fingers can come to the floor onto your blocks. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen your spine, flat back. Left foot, big step back your mat. Left knee down to the floor. Nice. Hug those inner thighs. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. You're pressing into that left big toe mound. Let's just stay here for a moment and get a nice stretch for our hip flexors on the left side. Hugging the inner thighs. Breathe. Sink a little bit deeper deeper. You may even want to start to look up a little more. So look up maybe to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Going into just a very slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Nice, let's lift the left knee off the floor. Make sure your right knee, your front knee is stacked right above your front heel. And then take that left block and place it right beside your right foot. Very nice. And from here, I want you to take your right hand and place it on your right thigh, and then start to use your hand against your thigh. We're going into a twist to twist your chest around to the right. Watch that that left heel doesn't collapse out. So really use that left big toe mound. Make sure that left thigh, that upper thigh is pressing up to the ceiling. And as you're using that right hand to bring your ribs around here. Very nice, you can keep your hand here or float the arm up to the ceiling. And if your neck allows you, look up. Hug the inner thighs, guys. Breathe. Gently twist a little deeper. And then exhale, release. Step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, let's take the right foot and a big step to the back of your mat. Right knee down to the floor. Hug the inner thighs. Inhale, reach the arms forward. As you're doing this, press into your right big toe mound now. And really find that stretch to the front of your right thigh. Breathing. Belly draws in. You're also pressing through your left big toe mound. Think of both feet, what's happening here. Sink a little bit deeper, maybe arch slightly, look up. Exhale and fold. Take that right knee, lift it off the mat. You've got a block right beside your front foot. Left hand is on the block. Very nice, take that right hand on the block. Sorry guys. Left hand onto your left thigh and start to bring your chest around. Breathe, lengthen, exhale and twist. Use your feet. Use the inner thighs. Keep that nice foundation as you're twisting to that left side. And if your body and your shoulder allows you, your balance allows you, raise that left arm to the ceiling. Gaze up to your left fingers. One more breath. Exhale and release. Take a step to the top of your mat. Breathe in, feet are hip distance apart, halfway up. Exhale and fold. Notice where your weight is, guys. Little bend in your knees. Use your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up to the sky. Back into standing. Exhale, arms come to your sides. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway up, breathe in. Very nice. Take the left foot, big step back to your mat. Let's keep that left knee off the floor now. Bring your hands onto your right thigh and come on up into a high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Where are your inner thighs? Hug them in. Breathe. Sink a little deeper. Strengthen that left leg. Feel that inner left thigh reaching up towards the ceiling, right from your big toe mound. Palms bring them to a prayer. Lengthen forward, so hinge at the hips, stretch, and lengthen the spine. And then turn to your right and tuck that left elbow over your knee. If this does not work for you guys, just use your hands here. Otherwise, try to bring your chest around so your palms come to the center of your chest. Use the legs, look up if you can. Breathing, don't fall over. Ooh. Breathe. I feel wobbly today. Look down, take your hands to the blocks or to the mat. Inhale, step forward, halfway up. Other side, take the right foot, big step back. Very nice. Hands onto your knees, guys. Come on up to a high lunge. Inhale, use your feet. Feel that real strength in your legs. Hug the inner thighs as you reach your arms to the ceiling. Exhale, go a little deeper. Feel that inner right thigh rolling up to the sky. Press into your right big toe mound. Palms into your chest. Lengthen the spine forward. Press into that back foot. Strong through the front thigh. Bring yourself around so your right elbow comes to place on the outside of your left knee. Sink a little deeper as you twist and turn and look over your shoulder. Breathe. Bringing out those internal organs. Creating beautiful flexibility through your spine. Look down, place your hands on the floor of your mat. Take a breath in, step it forward, halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Use your feet on the mat, little bend in your knees. Sweep the arms forward and up. Breathe in. Exhale, arms come to your sides. Close your eyes. Just take a moment. Notice and enjoy how your body feels. Very nice, guys. I want you to take your blocks and just put them at the top of your mat. Put them on the highest level or sort of like medium level from here. Take your hands to your hips and take your left foot and step it back about halfway back on your mat. So not a massive step. We're going into a reversed triangle. So we want you to really find those hips are square here, meaning they're facing forward towards the right foot. And then I want you to hinge forward at the hips with a nice long spine and a flat back. Use your hands on your blocks here. So your feet at this point, now that you can see them, are hip distance apart. Right foot pointing forward, left toes slightly turned out on an angle. Very nice. But your hips are square, so make sure you're not twisting those hips to the right. Hug the inner thighs. Pull that right sit bone in. Nice. And then take your left hand and place it on your left block. Take your right thumb and place it into the crease of your right hip. And then press that right hip back and start to twist and open up to your right. This is a difficult twist. You can use your arm just across the low back and twist from here. You can take your palm and place it on your sacrum and just make sure your hips stay nice and square and hold it here. Or you can reach that right arm up to the sky and breathe. Think about your legs more here, guys. Your feet. Press into those feet. Hug those inner thighs. Little bit more of a twist here. Look down. Place your right hand back to the block. Bend your front knee and inhale. Let's bring that up to standing. Take a step forward to the top of your mat. Inhaling. Take a step back with your right foot. Oops. Move your blocks out of the way there. And make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Right toe slightly turned out. Square out your hips. Nice fold over your front thigh and hands onto your blocks. Very nice. Check your feet if you need to here. Make sure you're not popping out through that left hip. Tuck that left tailbone or sit bone underneath you. And now your right hand rests on your right block or on the floor. There's lots of options here. Remember, you can make that block nice and high if that helps. This is not an easy twist for most people. Take your left thumb, take it into your left hip crease and lengthen out through that left side as you start to twist and look over your left shoulder. And again, just take your left hand either onto your sacrum, resting over your back, or you can reach that arm up towards the ceiling. Press into your feet. Hug the inner thighs. Twist from the belly around. Couple more breaths. Make sure your left hip is not popping out. Anytime this bothers your neck, guys, or you feel a little bit dizzy or out of balance, just look down. And then slowly unwind. Take your blocks to the top of your mat, step it forward, breathe in halfway up, lengthen. Now bring your feet so they touch. Heel toe them in, and then sit down into chair pose. Squeeze those inner thighs. Grip your feet to the floor. Take your arms forward, slide your shoulder blades back in, bring your ribs in, and as you sit a little deeper, reach your arms a little higher. Breathe. Weight is a little more in your heels here. Palms come to your chest. Let's twist to the right. See if you can tuck that elbow over your knee and gently look over the right shoulder. We're not going to hold it long. Inhale, center. Twist to the left. Inhale, center. Now watch your knees. They stay together here and to the right. Inhale, center. Sit back a little deeper and to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold forward. Nice stuff, guys. Inhale, halfway up. Heel toe those feet hip distance apart. Exhale, place your palms. Let's step that back to a down dog. Feel how your down dog feels now. Press into your hands. Hug the upper arm bones. Feet are hip distance apart. Stretching and reaching. Come up onto your toes. Take your knees onto the mat. And let's just take that into a child's pose for a moment. Very nice, guys. Roll yourself up into sitting. Swing your legs around and in front of you. And I want you to keep your right leg straight and your left knee bent. Left foot is flat on the floor. You can bring that left foot close to you if that allows you to still keep a nice tall spine. More importantly, I want your sits bones to be very equally pressing into the mat. Let's take that right arm up to the sky and stretch out the right side of the body. Inhale. And then exhale, look to the left and take your elbow over your knee. Now make sure that your knee does not flop in. Keep a nice pressure between your knee and your elbow. You can also just hold on to your right knee here. We're going into a twist. I want you to feel the sit bones in front of the sit bones. Inhale, get tall. And then exhale and twist. We're going to hold this for a little bit, guys. So just take your time to get into it. Don't forget about your right leg. Your right leg is active. Your right foot is flexed. Breathing in as you grow taller. Breathing out as you twist. Anchor that left shoulder blade onto your back. Allow your chin to eventually follow your shoulder back. Soft, low jaw. Breathe. Twist out, massage the internal organs. Gently let your head come back to center, spine come back to center slowly, and just change sides. We're not going to take a rest in between. Right hand behind you. Inhale, raise that left arm up, press up, lengthen the left side, anchor through both sits bones, take your elbow over your knee. Breathe in. Try not to just crank yourself back into this twist. Take your time with it. Make sure that you're using your feet. So your left foot right now, you're pressing out through the big toe mound. The leg is active. I'm pushing into my right big toe mound on the mat. I feel both sits bones nice and equal. I'm lifting tall. And then when my body allows me, I'm gently taking that twist a little bit deeper. Shoulders are sliding down. I'm really anchoring that right shoulder blade into my rib cage. Eventually my chin is coming around and following my shoulder back. You might find one side a little more challenging than the other. Nice connection between your elbow and the outside of your knee. One last big breath in, lengthen, 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 and twist. Slowly take your head around. Unwind your spine. Give your legs a little bit of a shake here. And then let's just float ourselves down to the mat here, nice and slowly. Roll yourself back. Let's take the right ankle and cross it over the left knee. Interlock your fingers under the left knee. Nice. Flex your right ankle joint. And gently pull that in. Just give your hips a little stretch here. Nice. So when you bring this or release this, I want you to cross your right knee over your left knee. Now, you reach down and grab onto your ankle. So just a little bit different of a stretch. Pull the knees in close to you. Gently flex the ankle joints. Shoulders are relaxed. As you release this, let your right, or with that, my left foot, reach the mat. And gently shift your hips left. Your knees are still crossed. Cactus your arms like we did in the beginning. So float the arms out beside you, palms facing up. And just let your knees fall over to the left side. If your neck allows you, turn and look over your right shoulder. Eyes can stay closed, but just turn your head. So your eyes are over that right shoulder. Make sure that right shoulder isn't popping way off the floor. Breathe. Try not to force anything here. Let your body melt, release, relax, and let go into this twist. Soften anywhere through your face. You may be tensing, maybe your low jaw. Gently let your head come back to center. Draw the belly in a little bit, bring your knees back to center. Let's unwind this. Just give your knees a bit of a hug in the center. Rock on your back, side to side. Massage your back muscles. Just circle your knees slightly in both directions here. Anything that feels good. Do whatever feels good for your back right now. And then come back to your center, guys, and let's take that left foot and cross it over your right knee. Dorsiflex that left ankle joint, so toes reaching towards your left knee. If you can, reach down, grab underneath the right knee. If you can't do that without a strap, then use a strap around your right knee. And breathe. And gently draw that knee in. Feel that opening through the left hip extensor muscles. As you slowly release that, cross now the left knee over top of that right knee. Reach down and see if you can grab your ankles. Gently flex the heels. Pull that in even tighter. You're not tensing your shoulders here. You're using your arm muscles, but your shoulder blades stay on the mat. And as you release, let the right foot come to the floor. Shift your hips just a couple inches to your left. And then let your knees gently move over to the right side. Cactus your arms so elbows are bent, palms are facing the ceiling. And go into this nice twist. Chin moving over your left shoulder. Soft face, everyone. Breathe in and out and feel that breath moving from your belly. One more breath in and out here. Your head comes to center, your knees come to center. Very nice. Hug your knees in. Squeeze your knees in. This time let's lift our head up to our knees and just tuck yourself in a nice tiny little ball here. Squeeze your knees in. And then release. Let your body come to the floor. Let your arms come to your sides. Moving into Shavasana. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Let your legs flop down to the floor. Give them a little shake. Palms face the ceiling here. Close your eyes. Get very still. And just enjoy how your body feels. Nothing is forced here. Let the breath be natural. Gently start to wake your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. And let your head move side to side. And bring your feet to the floor. Bring them as wide as your mat. And windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Wake up your hips and your low back. And the next time your knees are over to the right, roll over to your side into a fetal position. Tuck your head into your arm. Take a few more moments. Enjoy how you feel. And then gently bring yourself up to sitting. Coming back to a nice cross-legged position. And just notice how it feels to sit now. Feeling the sits bones. nice softening through the spine as you grow tall. Breath comes easy and soft. Let your hands come together. Rub them nice and fast and get some heat in your palms. And then take your hands onto your face and give your face a bit of a massage. Your eyes and your forehead, and then scratch your head. If you've got hair, pull your hair. Pull in your ears. And just wake up your skull. Grab your jaw, massage your jaw. Open your eyes. Thanks very much, everybody. Namaste.